it's me, Wild Neptune. And this is going to be the Epic 7 patch update video for the holiday seasons. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Let's get right to it. First off, there's a new side story coming up. It is a 3-week side story. So, like any other 3-week side story, expect pretty good rewards. Event artifact, 5-star artifact, we're going to summon. We'll get to that a little bit later. The rewards should be, again, good. Expect, like, Molagora Go as a completion reward. Gold Transmit Stone, too, for completing the quests. Of course, another big thing is the addition to this lamp, which is a friendship gift item for heroes. So, you get 2 gifts when you clear a stage. It is limited to 10 times per chapter. I don't know how they're gonna do it, like, after the side story is over. But, it's just a normal stage, right? It costs 8 energy, and it has, you know, catalysts and stuff too. So it's not a total waste of, like, just getting the friendship items. And they do give a pretty decent amount of friendship, right? Raising you to friendship takes so long, right? So the small amount of tax you can say to, like, get these to raise some heroes' friendship up is well worth it, in my opinion. Here's the exchange. Of course, the event artifact, which we'll get into for a moment. A fused nerves, which are nice. A hit ring, you know, sure. The artifact, it's... After the caster uses a basic skill, it recovers health of the ally except for the caster with the highest attack by 4%. So, it's no self-healing. It's, other members, and with the highest attack. So, it's like a worse Celestine. It's only really good if you're like... It could be okay for maybe some niche situation in hunts, but let's be fair here. These artifacts are almost never good, except for the bonus in the side story. So getting this right here. Also, if you're wondering, I did math on this, and if I recall correctly, it's actually, if you only do normal mode, you should actually only buy one of them, or none of them, because you should get one for free when you complete, like, the first 9 or 10 levels in the side story. That's what usually happens. You get the artifact for free there. And if I recall correctly, if you only farm normal mode on, like, right here, on this thing here, it doesn't pay to buy the other copies. However, if you do Hell mode only, then you should buy all the copies. I'd hold off though, because we don't know if this artifact, like, it's only good for 2 chapters, right? And it's the same thing with this one. So that means I don't know, there might be another artifact. Maybe. We'll have to see about that, right? But also, here's the gear, both hit set items. Unless you really, really need some sort of gear, like, this is okay for Wyvern, I guess. Because you have effectiveness and attack and speed on it, so No crit chance, unfortunately. But hopefully, if you're running your Wyvern 13 team, your crit chance should have be taken care of by something like maybe Furious or just your advantageous element. But I would probably not buy either of these if you're already comfortably in Wyvern 13. They're not that good. Alright, new 5-star hero, Fairytale Tenebria. She is limited, so she's probably a must pull. I'm actually gonna skip over her for now, and I'll go over her last and her artifact, ending the video. But we have the World Arena Season 3 releasing. So the preseason closes, and then the day after, so on Christmas, Season 3 will start. So there will be a day where World Arena will be like closed down. Here are all the frames. It is an FCC skin that's yet to be determined. The frames don't look as good. Like, I don't know why this is like not purple anymore. That kind of like, it kind of annoys me. Right, get a Falcon pack. Okay, so here, an improvement is that so now banned heroes selected by the battle ready screen displayed spectators at the both sides have made the choice. So no more of this like being able to snitch who got banned. Right? Also, the battle log will be implemented so we can rewatch up to 10 battles, I believe it is. Yeah, 10 battles within 15 days. So, very good change. You can review your fights, post memes, stuff like that. Right. And these are gone. We add in the future update. There are games that have had like replay and spectate in like their options for like years, and they're still under maintenance. So don't hold your breath. The two new EEs are Haste and I'm just kidding. A. Coli and Mui. So Mui is getting the effectiveness on her as her skill, and that's pretty good. So she's a strong debuffer. So that's one. Increase the effect chance by 10% using punishment. 35% to get extra turn when using the S3, and then silence after using the S3. So I believe this is her stun, right? These two here are the most interesting ones. This one is kind of a little like maybe too RNG to be truly viable. This one's interesting though, because it's a strip and then it's a silence right after that. So theoretically, if you can build her fast enough, you can get rid of all their buffs. Your team gets attack buff. And you silence their high CR target, which is pretty good, right? Yeah, 115. A. Coli, she gets attack as her stat, and her two S1s is, one of them is 10% extra damage, one of them is a 3 soul removal, and the last one is the S3, which gives immunity. Honestly, all of these are like okay. Like, this is okay, it's an okay bonus, right? And in longer fights, both of these I feel are gonna be decent. Like if you're using her as more as like a tank buster, these are pretty good. This one though is it protects against things like SSB a little bit, like Arbiter Vildrids that you might not be able to knock off right away from the blinds. It helps against T-Serins too, so gives her more AoE protection when combined with her stealth. To be honest though, the big thing is that she gets the attack buff from the EE more than what any of these do, in my opinion. This is a big thing here. More Adventurous Path stuff. There are a lot of rewards. He has 70 levels to this one. You have to beat 1010 Chapter 1 to unlock this, and then you just go through a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a lot of stuff, including, you see here, another Moonlight Summon. There are crafting materials, there are reforged materials, there's a conversion box, there is energy, there is leaves, I think, if I recall correctly. There is a Terra Phantasma, there's a 5-star summon ticket, there is, if I counted correctly too, 9 Molagors are also in this path right here. So, really, a lot of stuff. If you're not already doing this, get to it, because you're missing out here. Team slots has also moved from 10 to 15. Tenebria.
Will you join me for a tea party? I have prepared a wonderfully
I'm gonna lower this down a little bit so it's not like
you.
super loud.
Happy endings are so boring, don't you think?
Alright. Okay. Story, lore. Alright. This is what's important here. Her stats. Okay, so Ice Mage. She has effectiveness, concentration. All her stats are meh, right? They're like whatever. But her speed is pretty high. 115 again is like around Athletica's speed, and that's really what's important because she is a debuffer. And we can read the rest of her skills here. So her S1 is 30% max 45% to inflict 2 poisons for a turn. So it's each attack. So she attacks twice, something like that, I believe. No, like each proc can proc individually. So, and her Soulbird is an extra turn, like Spectre Tenebria's. Her S2 is a passive. We'll get to that in a moment. But the S3 is lures all enemies in with a tea party and attacks, dispelling 1 buff, making them unpeelable. No, sorry, making them unable to be buffed for 2 turns. No unhealable. My bad. And inflicting redirected provoke for 1 turn. And it's a 5 turn. Lowest 4-turn cooldown. And redirected provoke right here says, redirected provoke forces the inflicted target to attack the enemy with the highest max health. So, this means that when she uses her S3, it means that anybody inflicted by the redirected provoke will be forced to attack whoever has, like, the highest health in your team, which is probably your tank, which is pretty good for you. Her S2 activates a shuffle. When an ally is attacked by an enemy inflicted by provoke or redirected provoke. So, it doesn't even have to be her that provokes it. It could be like an FCC or like an A Tywin, something like that. She uses this move, and it's a passive which goes off. So she doesn't have to actively use it. It only activates once per one of her turns, and attacks all enemies, so it does damage, and inflicts a random debuff for one turn. A successful attack inflicts additional damage when the target is inflicted with provoke or redirected provoke. Additional damage increases proportional to the target's max health, so it has like tank busting capabilities too. It's pretty good. She is a limited hero, so keep that in mind when you plan to summon or not summon her. To be honest, you should summon her. 100%. She's... I think she's a better Bizarre. She's like, overall, if you thought Bizarre was good, man, Fairytale Tenebria just seems pretty insane. Her only real downside is that she doesn't have the soul burn to ignore ER, but that I don't feel like is as an important thing anymore at this juncture. But yeah, just having like this, because even when Bizarre went, they can still use their skills and stuff, even if they have the unbuffable, right? Here, they're gonna be helpless and attacking whoever your tank is. Yes. It's just, it's really good. It's really good. Her artifact is true damage. So if it casts their attacks when it's not their turn, deal X, damage, so 1500 at max. 1500 true damage is nothing to sneeze at, especially when it's like a bonus. It's hard to tell who would use this, honestly. Like obviously it's okay on her because she does have a passive that activates not her turn. On top of that, she doesn't really benefit from a lot of other mage artifacts. Maybe Kaladra's or something like that, but she's not great on book. And only like okay on something like violin. So maybe to put some extra damage, it could be decent on her. Somebody like Cesarado or Dizzy carries a counter a lot. This could be decent on also. Of course, on those characters, I still feel like Violin is better. Now, what set would I run on her? Honestly, because she doesn't get something like the CR boost that Fairytale Tenebria does on the S1, I think you have to go speed on her, right? You wanted to go fast, get these provokes off right away, and have her go, keep going fast to cycle through wild card and stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's like speed immunity, speed hit is going to be the way to go on Tenebria here. There is a check-in event where we're going to get some gold, bookmarks, more Molagoras, $5 ticket, and we have a 4 pieces of a speed set. Unfortunately, it is a level 78 speed set, but if you're a new player, it's pretty good. Like, this is really good, honestly, for like a Soul Weaver or a tank. This is not bad. They're all like, none of them are perfect, right? Well, this one's probably perfect, but if you're just starting the game out because of the event and the holidays, this is really good for you. If you're already in, say, Wyvern 12, 13, maybe hold on to these for, like, aesthetics, but don't be too excited about it. Like, you want to be excited about this, the Molagoras they're giving us, and the 5-star ticket. So, a buff event. So, free on equip is happening for the weekend. There's also going to be a 2x rune, the AP drop, the hunt buff, and all of them at the same time on the last day, like usual. The Burning Passion pack is also going to be open up. This is the best value in the game outside of the monthly packs. So if you spend any money at all, I recommend buying this. This is $1 and this is $4. I have a video on, the values of each pack for people who want to spend money, if you care about that. Okay, and the last thing that I almost forgot about is Auto Tower is getting an update. It won't be live until February-ish next year, which is a couple months away. It will be reduced to 25 floors and 1 wave. There'll be 5 levels of difficulty, and the reset period is every 2 weeks. Some other changes that are going to be in it, you'll have like buffs you get after each floor that you can choose to have accumulate. Also, after a stage, your health of your heroes will not heal. So that means things like solo, like RB farming isn't going to work anymore. Level 4 and 5 tower. Also, you will have the ability to get level 88 accessories, which is pretty nice, especially because you can get one like every 2 weeks. So they haven't shown us what those look like yet, but always excited to get a I-88 gear from doing something like this. But obviously, more details of the improvements will be revealed in the future. And that's all of it. If you liked this video, found it helpful, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe. I am Wild Neptune. Catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/WildNeptune. Been a good one. Nep out.